Today I'm going to be making something really yummy. I'm going to be making caramel filled chocolates. And what I have here, I have some chocolate, I have a little silicone mold, and I also have a piping bag. This is a Wilton disposable bag, and that has my homemade caramel in there. So really simple ingredients here, so let's get on with the recipe. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to microwave my chocolate, and I'm going to microwave it, of course, on defrost. Yes, I heard you say that, defrost. Never microwave your chocolate on the regular high mode, okay? So always defrost. So I'm going to go do that now. I'll zap that and I'll be back. Alright, I have microwaved my nice chocolate and it is ready to go. I use the defrost mode. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the chocolate into our actual molds, because I want to start building up a little shell. So that's our first step. So I've got a little bit of parchment paper underneath, because chocolate comes off very easily off of the parchment paper. So I'm just going to get some of this in here. There we go. Okay. I'm probably going to zap a little bit more chocolate. We don't need all of this in here because we're actually going to just build up the sides, and then we're going to let all of this stuff drip out. So let me just move this around. There we go. And so what I'm doing here is I'm just taking my spoon and pulling it up just like that against the sides. So you want to go around to each one and just go around and lift the chocolate up. Okay? Just so that it touches all the sides. That's good. Just like that. Okay? Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift it up, and I'm going to let the chocolate come back out. This is why I have the parchment paper here, because I can just put this parchment paper into the fridge and all of this chocolate will just harden right up within a couple of minutes, and boom bada bing, it just comes right off. So I'm just going to take my spatula and just clear off the mold. There's no, easy way to do this. Just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue letting this drip. Okay? Just want to give it a little shake. Shake, rattle, and roll. Just get most of it out. Just like that. Then I'm going to clean it off. So there we go, just like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop this into the fridge for about 10 minutes just for it to chill down a little bit. I'm going to chill this up, I'm going to clean this up again, and then we're going to start all over again. Alright, the chocolate is nicely chilled right now. And what I did notice is that my first coating did quite a nice coating in here, and it's pretty thick anyway, so I'm not going to do a second coating, so we're going to go right into the next step. We're going to start filling these with our caramel. Alright, so I have my homemade caramel in here. This is a Wilton disposable bag, and I'm just going to cut off the tip. I'm going to make a very small little slice on the end, just so that we don't have too much coming out at a time, and then we're going to fill all of our little cavities. Alright, we just cut off the end. This just makes it really easy to get it in there, because without doing this and trying to do this with a spoon, it's not going to come out very well. So I'll just get it in just like that. You just give it a little squeeze. Try to put enough in there that somebody's going to actually know that there's caramel in there. So just give it a little squeeze just like that. And then we're going to be covering this with chocolate. So you can see, if you take your time, you don't make a mess. I did make a mess on that first one there, but just like that. That's good. And this is homemade caramel. Really good. I'll put a link to this caramel recipe at the end of this video, so it will be clickable. I always put a link for mobile users, so if you're on a smartphone and you can't click the actual link on the video, there's always a link that's in the description. So just like that, I'll lay a little more there. Doesn't that look great? Little squeeze. Okay. And there we go, look at that. Beautiful. Alright, I've heated up my chocolate again, and now we're just going to get that right on the top here, okay? And this time I really don't want to make too much of a mess, so I'm just going to get a little bit on here, just enough so that it kind of settles in on top of the caramel and closes the cavity. That's what we're looking for. So just eyeball it. Just like that. So I'll just whip through the rest of these and I'll come back in a second. And there we go, okay. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my hand and just kind of knock it down like that, and you can see right away it makes a nice seal. If you tap it enough, you know, they're eventually going to... There we go. If you want to make sure that you have a really, really professional look, then what you're going to do is you're just going to, after doing all of that, you can just take your spatula and just go right over it just like this. Okay? And you can see how nice that is now. There we go. Just like that. So if you want, you can also just take it and just drizzle it right over the whole thing and then just scrape it right off. It doesn't really matter. If you're not worried about doing that, you can just do each one individually, just give it a few taps and then pop it in the fridge. So there we go. So we're going to go let these chill and then we'll come back later. Alright, my little mold has really, really chilled down, and let's see if we can get all of these out without breaking them. So I'm just going to give them a little pull, just help them out, and we'll see. I'm going to give a little push from the bottom. And there we go. There's number 1. There's number 2. 3. And there's number 4. And there we go. We're lucky so far. You want to go really, really gently with these. And there we go. Another one. Look at that. A few of them have cracked on the bottom. They could have been a little bit thicker. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. So they're all out. Alright. And here are our lovely little caramel chocolates. Yum. I did get a couple that cracked, I'll be honest. The chocolate on the bottom of this could have been a little bit thicker, but no caramel is leaking out, which is good. And there we go. So what I'll do is I'm going to clean up, and then I'll just show you those on a nice little plate, all cleaned up. Alright, I just zoomed in on one of them. I just want to show you what they actually look like inside, so let's just give a little cut and see what it looks like. And there you go. You can see all the nice caramel in there. Nice thin shell. And there we go. Nice thin chocolate shell. And we've got our beautiful homemade caramel in the middle. Look at that. Yum. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.